So good morning all. Tell me now, how many of you completed this particular numerical which I given as a homework in the last class? Nobody has done it? That's great. Okay, nobody has done it. That's really great. I don't know what is your contribution towards your studies. Okay, fine. So now what is the first step? Okay, and at least now we interact with me. So what is the first step while converting a block diagram to signal flow graph? Can anyone tell me?
So numbering.
Very good. Numbering is the very important thing. Okay. So once you do the numbering, okay. So on what basis you do the numbering?
To the summing points and the takeoff points.
Very good. So to the summing points as well as takeoff points, we are going to put the numbering. Correct. So now when we do the numbering, we consider that numbers as nodes. N-O-D-E-S, nodes. Is it clear to you? So now solution, when you are talking about give the number, see when the question is asked in the examination also, so we must write the same sentences also. Okay, so don't just write the diagram and just give the numbering and just solve it. Okay, so before solving, okay, after solving also, so we should put it in a format. That is very important thing. Okay, see why the formatting and why, what is the presence, what is the importance of formatting and why we need to present neatly. I'll tell you. So now all of you have went for shopping malls and all cinema theaters and all, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So everyone went there, correct? So once everyone went there, so what did you like in the mall? In the mall, cinema theater is there, and in the normal cinema theaters also there. Okay, so which you like more?
Mall.
Obviously, we'll look the malls. Okay, so now question is why we saw, why we, it's the same movie KGF 2 will release in the shopping mall and same movie will release in the normal theater also. Movie is not changed.
Ambience and maintenance, sir.
Very good. So their ambience, their maintenance, okay, the quality of the projection, correct? See, the movie is not going to be changed. The quality of the projection, okay, how we are going to see, how we experience the movie, okay, by seeing that one. So that is also a matter, correct? So for that we are going to pay some extra amount. Yes or no? So now my point
Yes,
is
sir.
very clear. Okay, in engineering, my point is very clear. Now, what exactly happens? What is the difference between a normal people writing the answer and a expert writing the answer? Okay, so normal people, what they will do? They will take the question. Okay, once they take the question, what they will do? They will straight away start writing the answer. Once they start away writing, once they start writing the things in a normal random fashion, so answer is correct, but how we present it, it is a matter. So now if you just write, give the numbers to take off points and summing points in the original block diagram, write the block diagram and give the numbering. After that, when we go for the next step, we shall write the signal flow graph for the corresponding block diagram as follows. The sentence is there. then the numbering, everything is maintained properly. So after that, how will you write? So step 1, okay. So what is the step 1? There are 2 forward paths and their path gains are as follows. So next step 2, okay, step 3, step 4, step 5. Now let us form the mass and gain formula. So exactly when whatever the required things are there, so when we have all the things with us, is it not a proper maintenance? And to one who is evaluating, he will feel very good and he will feel very happy. See, that feeling will be there. Some comfort level will be increased. Yes or no?
Yes,
To
sir.
see the answers and give the marks also happy. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now that is the one case. So when the answer is correct and if a presentation is correct, you don't want to you don't deny giving the marks to you. Okay, you will give whatever you are scoring. Okay, but the same thing is going to happen with respect to some other case. What is the other case? You will not write any sentences. Okay, you will not maintain anything properly. You will write as like just practicing at your home. Will maintain like that, no? So just you will take the block diagram, just give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you will write the next signal flow graph, and then you will just put a star mark and you will write that forward path and path gain. Just practice like that if you are writing, even though the answer is correct. Okay, so you are going to lose 1 or 2 marks for 10 marks. Okay, so let us consider only 1 or 2 marks. Okay, an average of 1.5 marks per question. Okay, for one because of your presentation, so you are going to lose one average. I'm telling, okay, 2 marks you let us consider. Okay, that 1.5 2 marks for 5 to 6 questions or 10 questions, let us consider in your paper. 10 into 1.5, how many marks? 10 into 1.5 or 2, and an average
10.5.
15 marks. Yes or no? And an average 15 marks, 15 marks for 10 questions you are going to lose. Yes or no? So that is why some people will get less marks and some people will get more marks for the same answer. Is that clear to you? Did you
Yes, sir.
understand the logic now? Did you
Yes, sir.
understand? Okay. So you might have understood now. Some people will be still not understanding what exactly the sir is telling. Okay, that is also fine, no problem. But almost you understood that what exactly the. So now the same thing will happen in everywhere. Okay, so now those students who are joining on time, they are in one side. Students who are joining late, that means what? They are lazy. Yes or no? And they are not time punctual. Isn't it so? See, yesterday what happened due to some network issues and all, I also started the class late. I agree. Okay, I apologize for that. But how many times that same thing happened in the 1.5 month of core time? Only one time happened. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So that means what? If you do some like this one time, sometimes it happens. Okay, I agree. But daily, if you are coming weekly thrice, you are coming late. Even though everything is proper, if you are coming late, whose fault is this one? Correct? So you only think about it. You are not a small kids. That's fine. So now, have you solved this particular numerical? All of you. What is the next step? So we shall write the signal flow graph corresponding to the block diagram.
Sir, 2 paths.
So 2 forward paths means what? Here 1 into G1, G2, G4 into 1. Similarly, when you see the another path 1 into 1 and minus G3, G4 into 1, correct? So if you know multiply and you will keep it in a product value, that is P1 will be the G1, G2, G4. P2 will be minus G3, G4. So everybody got the same answer, all of you?
Yes, sir.
So now after we understanding this particular two parts, what is the next step? There are
Loop and loop gain.
loops. How many loops? What? How many loops are there?
3 loops, sir.
3 loops are there. Okay. So now in that particular 3 loops, how many? What? Which are the loops you have seen? So you can start from the node 1.
G1, G2.
Okay, 1, G1, G2.
G2, G4, H2 minus H3.
Sir, 4 loops are there,
There
sir.
is a bigger loop. Okay. What about?
4 loops are there, sir.
4 loops are there. What are the 4 loops?
Sir, 1 minus G3, G4, H2 minus H3, 1.
I'll tell you one thing. Okay, tell me once again. Okay, first, okay, let me see how many loops I have solved. I have found out only 3 loops. Okay, if 4 loops are there, I will also correct the answer, no problem. So first, all of you agree that L1, that is 1 into G1, H1 into minus, I think this one, yes sir. 1 into G1, so
Yes, sir.
minus H1 minus H3, correct? So it is the first loop.
Yes, sir.
So which is the second loop I have formed is 1 into G1, G2, G4, H2 minus H3. I think somebody told, correct. The first,
Yes,
a bigger loop. So from here, from the node 1 to node 2, node 3, node 4, node 5, node 6 and once again node 1, correct? So 1 into G1, G2, G4 minus H2, sorry, H2 minus H3, correct?
Yes, sir.
Not minus H2, only H2 and minus H3, correct? That's the bigger loop. And another loop, what we have found out is minus G3 minus minus G1 into minus G3 G4 H2 minus. So this can also be one loop, correct? 1 into minus G3. So here instead of going with G1 G2, we are going with minus G3, that upper side, correct? So we are starting from the node 1. From node 1 to node 2, node 2 to node 4 we are going to jump by using the minus G3 branch. So next 4 to 5, and when we are coming back, we are coming back in the 6 and we are going for minus H3, correct?
Yes, sir.
So now once we do this one, okay. So any other loops we have you people have found out?
No, sir.
No, actually one student told that 4 loops are there. That's fine.
No, sir, that direction I got confused.
Direction I got confused. Okay, no problem, no problem. It happens. That is why we should be very careful. Okay. And sometimes another problem will also happen. What is that another problem is? Sometimes how we will think is from node 1 we will think and we will start. Sometimes what we will feel is from node 6 we will think. So here what exactly happens when we write the gain, okay, loop gain. So multiplication factor is same. So at that time we have to think that 2 times we have considered the same loop at different. Okay, that also one thing happen. That is why once you write the loop gains, you just verify that all loop gains are unique. If there is a repetition in the loop gain, that means what you have taken 2 times the same loop in a different positions as a starting point, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So if you, I'll just give you the example. If you take at the, instead of taking from the node 1, if you take at the node 2, so node 2 to node 4 we can jump, node 4 to node 5, node 5 to node 6, node 6 to node 1 and node. And also one loop if you consider, okay, so in write the loop gain, it is matching loop gain of L3, correct? So that means what, there is no loop, we cannot consider like that. Only one loop means loop gain should be unique, then only we can consider that is also one particular loop. Clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Once we do this one, next what is the next step? Next step is what?
Non-touching loops.
Non-touching. So here, yeah, non-touching loops. So in that particular non-touching loops, so is there any combination of non-touching loops?
No,
Here
sir.
L1 is there, L2, L3 is there. So L1 is starting with node 1, L2 is also starting with node 1, L3 is also have the node 1. So there is no non-touching loops, correct?
Yes, sir.
So all loops are either they are touching only, correct? So that is why we can say that one sentence there is no non-touching loops combinations. No non-touching loop combinations. So once there are no non-touching loop combinations, so what is the next step? Determinant
find
of the
delta.
signal flow graph. Okay, determinant delta. So when you are talking about the finding the delta value, okay. So how we have to find out?
1 minus summation of all loop gains
Okay.
plus summation
Summation of non-touching loop combination taken two at a time. Okay. So I think your voice is breaking. Dear student, my voice is audible to you properly, or else my voice is breaking.
So your voice is audible, sir.
Okay. Maybe the student is having some network issues, I think. Okay. But whatever she told, the answer is correct. Okay. So according to that particular formula, delta will be equal to what? 1 minus summation of all individual loops. Individual loops are there what? 1 L1 plus L2 plus L3. Since there are no non-touching loop combinations, the formula ends at this particular. Delta is equal to 1 minus L1 plus L2 plus L3. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now step number 5. So we have to form the delta K, correct? So what is the form? How do you find the delta K? We form the delta K by eliminating the loop gains that touch the kth forward path from delta. Okay. So we form the delta K by eliminating the loop gains that touch the kth forward path from the delta. So that means what? Here forward path we have to take. But how many forward paths are there? P1 and P2. So how many deltas will come? Delta K will come, delta 1, delta 2 will come. Clear. So how to find out the delta 1? So we need to take into consideration. Okay. So here delta 1. So what are the loops which are touching the forward path 1? So forward path 1 means we are taken from like this. Okay. R to node 1, node 1 to node 2, node 2 to node 3, node 3 to 4, 4 to 5 and 5 to C. This is the forward path we have taken. Okay. So once we taken this particular path, so for this particular path, what are the loops which are touching? We need to eliminate. So what are the loops which are touching? So obviously L1 is touching. Okay. We can see L2 is also touching and L3 is also touching. That is why we can say that delta 1 is equal to 1 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 1. Similarly, delta 2. From the delta 2 also, when you see, forward path is what? R to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to C. So when particular thing happens, here also we can see that all loops are touching the path, one or the other point. Is that clear to you? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So since here also what happens, delta 2 is equal to 1 minus 0 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 1. Clear. So delta 1 is equal to 1, delta 2 is also equal to 1. So now let us form the mass and gain formula. Okay. So in the formula, in the mass and gain formula, you need to write that C by R is equal to summation of, okay, G1 to K, Pk into delta K divided by delta. That formula you need to write. See, everywhere I have not written this one. Okay, because since I scanned this one already, so I'm using this one. Okay. So you please write the formula also. Okay. And after that, we can follow with respect to the delta 1 and delta 2, P1 and P2. So P1 is there means what delta 1 will also come. P2 means delta 2 will come. P3 is there means what delta 3 will also come. Okay, that is a fact. So with respect to that particular fact, P1 delta 1 plus P2 delta 2 divided by delta, this is the form of Masson-Gain formula for this particular problem. Is that clear? Any doubt is there?
Yes, sir.
No. So
No,
here
sir.
what exactly happens? G1 plus P1 value is G1 plus G2 plus G4 into delta 1 is 1. P2 is minus G3 G4. Delta 2 is value is 1 divided by delta, where delta equal to what? So here L1, L2, L3 is there. No, so we have to replace the value of L1 plus L2 plus L3. How to replace? Delta is equal to 1 minus G1 into H1 H3 minus G1 G2 G4 H2 H3 minus G3 G4 H2 H3. So this is the what you call for that final answer for delta and final answer for C by R transfer function. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So anybody is having any doubt with respect to signal flow graph?
No, sir.
No, right? Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. So can I believe that all others also don't have any doubts? Like Shreyanshu, Rachana, Naragundla, Sharath, Prajwal, Shashank, okay, Neetu Shri, Prajwal, Priyanka, Raghu, Rahul, Rajesh, Sagar. So I pronounced some names. So those students, if you are listening, can you just raise your hands, or else can you just unmute your mic and say something? Okay. So one is raised hand. Fine. So two, okay, fine. Three, okay, fine. Okay, 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 good. At least you are listening. Fine. That's what. See, interaction, if it is there, means what? For numerical subjects, it will be easy. So if you are not interacting, we feel that whether the students are understanding or not, we will get a confusion. Fine. So anybody is having a doubt in this particular topic, block diagram and the signal flow graph, and block diagram reduction and the signal flow graph by using the Masson-Gain formula. Anybody is having any doubt? If you have any doubt, please you can
No,
unmute
sir.
and you can tell. Or else you can
No,
reply.
sir.
No. So can I believe that the second module is completed? The topic is this one, this much only. Is it easy? Okay. So just give me 1 minute of time. I will see another things. If it is there, means I will do it. Okay. So I will now we will discuss one type of numerical where okay okay, I will take another 1 hour for this class, and next hour also I'll take, and I'll complete the module number 2. Okay. So now yeah, the screen is visible, right? Screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
So write the problem. For the signal flow graph shown below, find y3 divided by y6 divided by y3. Take the numerical. Have you all taken the problem? Question you have taken? Have you all taken the question, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So now here the question is very simple. What they have asked for the signal flow graph shown below, to find the y6
Yes,
divided
sir.
by y3. Okay, there are 2 points where they have given. So once they are given 2 divided by y3, see we always find the transfer function with respect to the output divided by input. Okay, now they have gone one step ahead. What is that particular step? They have gone like you find in between y6 divided by y3. How to find this one? That's the question. Okay, so now y6 divided by y3 can be written as y6 can be written as y6 divided by y1 and y3 divided by y1. Can we do like that? Because y1 we have added to the each denominator, so denominator get cancelled, so the value will not going to change. So the ratio y6 divided by y3 can be written as y6 divided by y1 divided by y3 divided by y1. Can we do like that? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Fine. So once we are able to perform this particular action, so what is the next step? So now y6 divided by y1, can we find out if y6 is at the extreme end beginning? So I can say that y6 will act as a output and y1 will act as a input. Correct. So now we already know that y6 divided by y. How to find it out? Yes or no? Correct or not? Can we find out y6 divided by y1 easily? All of you? No, just respond. I am not asking you to write the answer, and I'm just asking you to that can we do or not? That's all. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So can we find out the y6 divided by y1 easily? The normal way. So how to find a transfer function? What is the first step? Forward path and path gain. Okay. So second step is what? Individual loops. Third step is what? Non-touching loops. Fourth step is what? Finding the delta. Correct. So after that, fifth step is what? Finding the delta k. So once you find out the delta k, y6 divided by y1 by using the mass. Yes or no? Can we? Hello, students. Are you there or what? Varshita, are you there? Shishir, are you there? Sagar? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now what we can do is so now I'll repeat the thing. Okay. So those who have confusion, anyone is having confusion, please see to it. you think, okay, so you think that the normal what you call the signal flow graph they have given. Okay, so for this normal signal flow graph, if instead of y1 if it is a r, and instead of y6 if it is a c, and if they ask you to find out the c by r, okay, if they ask you to find out c by r, what are the steps you are going to follow? You are going to find out the forward path, individual loops, okay, non-touching loops, finding the delta k, mass and gain formula, and you are going to find out. Yes or no? So in that case, now what they are asking is that one they are asking in a different way. So what is that double work and different way, and the complication what they have given is very simple. They asked us to find out y6 divided by y3. Okay, so y6 divided by y3, that means what? Between the any point of the signal flow graph to the extreme end, okay, output they have asked. Now how to solve this particular numerical is the question. How to solve this particular numerical? So we have a provision. So we know that how to find out y1. Okay, and later we'll see how to find out y3 divided by y1. Okay, why? Because we need to put a reference. Okay, so we cannot take the signal flow graph as we wish. So we need to put a reference. That is either it should be extreme end, between extreme end and the beginning. It is fine, but if it is not a extreme end, okay, so we must consider in such a way that so y3 divided by y3 is there, no? So y3 divided by y1 if you make it, so y3 will become the output and y1 will become the input. So between these 2 points only we can consider. Yes or no? So like that we can be able to manage the things. That is why we have made like y6 divided by y1 one parameter, first signal flow graph we can solve it, and y3 divided by y1 if you find out, then taking the ratio of these two will give the value of y6 divided by y3. Clear? So this is the concept. So in that particular concept, y6 divided by y1, we already know that how to solve it. So let us consider we have solved this. I got some particular value y6 divided by. Okay. Now y3 divided by y1 we need to do it now. So here, what are the things are going to change and what are the things which are not going to change? We are going to see now. So what are the things which are going to change? See, first step. So there are two forward paths having the following path gain P1 dash. Okay, P1 is already taken. So it is P1 dash and P2 dash. So where is that particular P1 and P2? So here P1, I need to go from y1 to y3. What are the how I will go? I will go with G1 and G2. Okay. So G1, G2 I can go and I can reach the y3. Is there any other path? Another path is also there. What is that particular path? I will go from y1 to y6. Okay. So by using the G6, and I will come back through minus h4, minus h3, minus h2. Okay. And I will reach here. So that means what? I started from y1 and I came to y3 without breaking any direction. So direction of flow is maintained properly. So I can jump. I have a provision of jumping from y6 by using the G6 in the forward direction. So in the after that from y6 to y5 I can come back through minus h4 branch. So from y5 to y4 we can come back by using minus h3. Similarly from y4 to y3 I can come back to minus h2. So once I reached y3 I can see that is also one forward path we can say. So that is why we can say that I can say that P2 dash is equal to G6 into minus h4 minus h3 minus h2. That is the thing. Now second thing is what? To find in the number of loops, touching loops. So as per the signal flow graph property, okay. So between this y1 and y, so all other things are there already. Okay. So that is why number of loops, delta, okay, and non-touching loops are unchanged. Why? Because this signal flow graph is already existing. So we are just calculating from y1 to y3. But from to reach y1 to y3, we already consider this all the path also. That is why this also considered as a loops. Okay. So loops and the individual loops, loop gain is not going to change. Since delta is based on the loop value will also know what are the things which are going to change. Only the change is in forward path and delta 1 and delta k value. Okay, so that particular value we are going to find out, and later we find out y3 by y1. So once you find this two value, you just do one thing, you just take the fraction. So fraction is what y6 divided by y3 is there, no? So that particular thing you can take it down. So the concept you understood.
Yes, sir.
This concept is clear to you, all of you. Yes or no? So is there any confusion? So only one student has replied. What about others? Do you have any confusion? I'll share this document to you. Okay, since it is already scanned
No,
and
sir.
it is there with me, I'll share this document. You can go through it. Okay, so I just mean to say that, so once we are going through this particular document, so you should feel that how we have solved this one. That is why I'm explaining. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So similarly, we have another numerical for the signal flow graph shown. Find y5 by y1 and y2 by y1. So they are given separately. Okay. So instead of giving y5 by y2, they are given like y5 by y1 and y2 by y1. So here, what is the thing is, instead of, see this numerical, okay, I will, okay, today already time up. So tomorrow class, I will solve this particular numerical also. Why? Because it is having the values. Okay, instead of giving the G1, G2 and all, they have given the values. Okay, so when we find out the value P1 equal to, we'll get 50, 20 like that. So loop gains and all. So with respect to the values, we can solve it. Okay, what is the value and the transfer function value? What is how much we are going to get? So that thing we will discuss in the next class. Okay. So on the, okay, now I think already time is up. Okay, 9:55. Next class starts 9:46. Already time is there. Okay. Now we will do one thing. Take this numerical. How to convert? Okay. So it will take some time to this one. Solve it. So I need another 20 minutes also to solve this one. Now already we have only around 5 to 6 minutes we have. So let us not confuse you people also. So I will stick on to the same first numerical. Okay. So I'll give some time for you people to solve this particular thing. Okay. Now tell me how much you have solved now as of now for this numerical first. For this no, numerical, how much you have solved? Up to what step you have solved?
Second step, sir.
Okay, so finding the individual loops is over, right? Okay. So once it is over, how many non-touching loops are there? So you have to compare with L1 with L2. So L1 is what? G minus G2 H1 I have taken. So minus G2 H1, here minus G3 H2, minus G4 H3, minus G5 H4. Okay. So these are the loops. So any other loop is there? No other loops are there. Okay. So only 4 loops are there. So loop gains are also taken. So now L1 with L2 is touching because adjacent. L1 with L3 is not touching. L1 with L4 is also not touching. So I see here written L1 with L3 is not touching. L1 with L4 is also not touching. So next is what? L2 we have to see. L2 and L3 are touching each other because adjacent. L2 and L4 are not touching because this is the L2 and this is L4. Between two loops, so another loop is there. So they are getting isolated. So 3 pairs of non-touching loops taken 2 at a time are available. Okay. And 3 non-touching loops are not there. Why? Because 1 with 3 either it has to be non-touching with 2 and 4. So 2 and 4 are touching already. So I can say that there are no another pairs. So you can write the sentence that there are no other combinations of non-touching loops. Okay. Is that clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, after we understanding this one, there are no other combinations. You have to find the value of delta. So what is the value of delta? Delta is equal to 1 minus summation of all individual loops, summation of pairs of non-touching loops, taken 2 at a time, minus summation of non-touching loops taken 3 at a time. So 3 at a time is not there. So the formula will get reduced to only 2 up to the non-touching loops taken combinations of 2. So delta will be equal to, so 1 minus individual loop gains is what? L3 plus L4. Summation of pairs of non-touching loops taken 2 at a time when we are talking about this one. So we can say that it is the L1 plus L1 L3 plus L1 L4 plus L2 L4. Up to this stage it's clear. Have you done it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now delta k from delta we need to find out. So when you are finding out the delta k from delta, so what is the delta? The forward path 1 is there, no, here. Okay. So here what exactly happened? Forward path 1 means what? From y1 to y2, that is g1, g2, g3, g4, g5 into 1. That is a forward path 1. So for this particular forward path, all loops are touching. So once all loops are touching, L1 will become 0, L2 becomes 0, L3 becomes 0, L4 becomes 0. So once all loops are 0, so product is also 0. That is why delta 1 is equal to 1. So delta 1 equal to what? 1. So what about delta 2? So delta 2 means forward path 2 we have to consider. Forward path 2 means what? From y1 to we are going to jump easily, directly. Okay, so that is why it is only G6 is the, okay, G6 into 1, it is a path. So when you're talking about this one, so loops when you are which are touching each other when you are seeing, so you can see that L1 is not touching. Why? Because it is not at all contact with G6. L1 is not touching, L2 is not touching, L3 is also not touching. The forward path I am talking about. But L4 is touching. Why? Because L4 is associated with the node Y6. Okay. So path it is going to touch. That is why I can say. Okay. So 3 loops L1, L2, L3 we need to consider. So when we consider L1, L2, L3, you can see that L1 plus L2 plus L3 we have taken. L4 we have made 0. So plus in the combination what happens? L1, L3 we can take. L1, L4 when we are talking about. L4 is not coming because L4 is 0. Here also L2, L4, L4 is 0. So 0 into L2 is 0. 0 into L1 is 0. And after that what will happen is formula reduces to delta 2 equal to 1 minus L1 plus L2 plus L3 plus L1 L3. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now this is the concept. So tomorrow class, once again, we will discuss for 5 minutes how to solve this Y3 by Y1. And after that, we will solve how to electrical network if they give, how to solve it. Okay. So, and all that completes your module number 2. So these are the extra numerical, extended numericals also I can say. Sometimes, very rarely they will ask. So at that time you need to write this one. That is what the concern. Okay.